Good morning, good morning. Oh my goodness. I had a surprise for y'all and there's nobody here. Annie7, good morning. Thank you for being here. How'd you like that, Annie? I wanted to surprise everybody. Oh well, it's Saturday. Good morning and happy Saturday. My big surprise was a bust. That's okay. You shared it to the group. Thank you for doing that, Annie. Yeah, I wanted everybody to see it. Good morning, Suzanne. Maybe I should play it again if we can get some people in here. What do you think? Should we do it again? Don't know where everybody is, but okay. Well, let's go into our hearts, and then if people come in, I'll play it again so y'all can hear it. All right, so I'm just going to breathe. Just breathe with me. Breathe as one. Slowing it down. Loving each other. Loving yourself. I am love. I am light. I am happy. I am joy. And I am so grateful for every one of you. Good morning, good morning. Oh, well, we have a few people. We have a handful. So thank you to those who came in this morning. And if you want, I'll play it again. If not, we'll just go on with the show. So leaving it all up to you. But I put it together last night and I was so happy with it. And I thought, oh, the peeps are going to love this. So Marietta, good morning. Suzanne, I'm so glad you're here. And it's Saturday. It's the weekend. It's a great day to be alive. I said that when I woke up about an hour ago. So what a great day to just be today, to just acknowledge each other and hold each other and be with each other. So what do you think? Hands up. You want me to play it again? Just say yes, and I will replay it. If not, we'll go on. Okay, I see your yeses. All right, I put this together for all of you. Let's see if I can bring him back out again. Call it pain. Wow, so there was no sound with it? Unbelievable. Okay, well, I had sound on the video, so I was hoping it was playing it correctly. Okay, that's all right. I tried to surprise y'all. But anyway, I hope you like the pictures anyway that were playing. And thank you for calling people in. Jesse, I saw you come in. Kathy Hand. I don't know why the sound didn't play. I had it turned all the way up. Good morning, Sally. And you heard it? Okay, awesome. Oh, you're welcome. All right. So how's everybody doing? The weekend's here. Do you have weekend plans? It played partly. Okay, I don't understand that. I don't know why it's not doing what it's supposed to do, but anyway. Yeah, Deirdre was in the video. There were a lot of you in the video. I hope you saw yourself in there somewhere. And Suzanne, I put your beautiful babies in there. All right, so let me get to what the angel said to us last night, which is called the learning field of life. Only put off until tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone. And that is Pablo Picasso. Picasso shared 5 secrets to be your best creative self. Number 1, learn from the best. Number 2, find your path. Number 3, believe in yourself. Number 4, learn constantly. And number 5, produce prolifically. Many want to excel at what we do, yet sometimes look for the shortcut. If we listen to the wise words of this great artist and teacher, we will hear some of the best advice of all time. He not only doled out advice, but he lived it. He was still painting during the last days of his life. Dear angels, in reading Picasso's words, I can see how they apply to every aspect of life. One does not have to be a great artist to excel. I believe if we utilize this recipe, we will have a more fulfilling life and move forward easier toward our goals and dreams. Dear ones, as you play in your learning field of life, it will be as easy or hard as you decide it will be, depending on the effort you put forth, your motivation, and your perseverance. It's easy to become complacent and lazy without motivation. As you procrastinate, you then look for the easy way instead of doing what you know is necessary to move forward. Indeed, these wise words hold true through the generations and apply globally. You have to decide for yourself if you are going to pay attention to those before you who have paved a way, or if you will keep doing it, quote, your way and see if it works. There is no judgment on doing it either way, dear ones, and perhaps you will be the next Picasso as you become more creative. Dear angels, today I promise to observe the masters and teachers who have come before me with an open mind. So, doing it our way, sometimes we do come up with something that works. We become one of those thought leaders and one of those that impact the world in a big way. But sometimes we just bat our head against the wall and say, why isn't this working? I know other people did it, but we don't give a chance to those who did it before us. We say, nah, I can do better, or I don't believe that. And so we just dismiss what other people know to be tried and true. It's like teenagers sometimes, right? Teenagers, even though we tell them and tell them and tell them, we've been there, we've done that, they still have to explore it. They still have to do it their way. So sometimes we're like that. Auntie Jean, there was this old lady with a cute cat. That cat was Sunshine, and that lady was our Auntie Jean, but I do not refer to her as old. She's a beautiful lady. Blue's here. Woosie Bee has her claws dug into my chest and I can't move. Morning. Sally said, I was just going to say that. It's just like our children. Yeah, it is. And when we really, if we would stop and observe what we're doing, I think we'd probably laugh, right? We'd say, oh my gosh, why have I been beating my head up against a wall? Why have I been doing those things when it's already been proven what happens? We've already been shown over and over again, when you do something, this is going to be the outcome. just like touching that hot stove, it's never going to be a different experience, right? If you take your hand and you put it on a hot stove, you're going to get burned. And those are facts. That's not a maybe. Maybe if you do it, it won't hurt. but that's the way we treat life sometimes. We're all like, oh, well, let me try it this way. Let me go down this road and see if it'll end up in a different place than where everybody else ended up. Like, probably not, but we do it anyway. And, we have our freedom of expression and freedom of speech and freedom to be and free will. So we're going to try it. We're going to make those waves, and we're going to have the things that go wrong for us. That's our learning ground. Or what do they call it? Our learning field. And sometimes we just have to play in that field. And Suzanne said she would think we learned that lesson when we were teenagers. I know, right? You would think. But anyway, Leo says, Sunshine got excited when he heard his name. He knew you were talking about him. Of course we were. We love our Sunshine. So what's going on? What's happening on this Saturday in your world? Let's just see who's doing what. And Auntie Jean says, isn't that the definition of insanity, when you keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result? Yeah. It doesn't make any sense for sure. But yet here we are doing that, beating ourselves up a lot of times and thinking that we know a different way to do it. And maybe we do. That's what the angel said too. Maybe when you do it that different way, or do it your way, you may be the next Picasso or Mozart or Tesla. So yeah, we have to give room for creative expression and see what happens. And I've always heard, there's nothing new under the sun. So I think it may not be a new thing that comes forth, but just a remembering of how we did it before in another lifetime, or the download that we get from spirit that says, hey, it's been done this way. Why don't you do it this way now? So anyway, that's just the message that they gave last night. Let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about all of that. And there's that bull, that stubbornness, right? Any Taurus people out there, the bull represents your sign of being stubborn. And, sometimes that stubbornness is good. Sometimes it's the tenacity, the persistence that moves you forward into something absolutely wonderful and great. Kathy, you're a Taurus, so you bulldoze right through the problems, right? You just say, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it this way and see what happens. I know a lot of people that were born under the Taurus sign, and sometimes I just have to step back. I have to be the one in the arena that's just observing. Like, I'm not going to get in the way of you and that bull. And Sally, it's rainy here. Reading cards later and creating glitter chains. Oh, and working. Awesome. Well, I have a beautiful workshop that I'm going to go to today that Sharon Ria is doing at 1:00. I don't know if there's any room left in it or not. She's going to have a wonderful audience for her workshop today, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's on self-care. You and Bob both are bulls? Oh, well, that explains a lot. I'm just kidding. There are certain signs that work well together, and there are certain ones that don't. So interesting. And Jordan is a Taurus. Stubborn, doesn't touch it. Yeah, I've known some nice bulls though. I've known some that, they're just determined and they just keep on keeping on, and that persistence. Yeah, it's a bit tough at times, I can imagine. All right, so let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about persistence and creativity. I feel like a lot of this message today was about creativity, for us to really know that for something to come forth, we have to pull on that intuition a lot. And we have to understand that when we just keep at it, we're going to see it. And sometimes when we just step away and look at it in a different way, then we can go back at it with fresh eyes. So Kuan Yin says, love makes all things possible. Love makes all things possible. Take your time. Commit to the inner journey and don't give up. That's the bull. Don't give up. The Divine Mother is always there. Success will be yours. Beautiful. And, different people have different ideas of what success is, of what you're willing to look at as an achievement, and that's yours, and it's unique to all of us. What I think of as an achievement is really rising up and being what I want. It may not be what you want, because we're all different, we're all unique, yet we're all one. So if one of us is having an experience and we feel the confidence of having arrived at what we chose as a goal, or what we have determined to be what's in front of us that we've reached, then that helps all of us, because the vibration shifts. Have you ever thought about when you have a goal and you reach it, whether it's weight loss or maybe a degree, you've gone to school and you've got what it is, you achieved it. What do you feel like when that happens? It's all about the feeling. It's all about acknowledging that you're doing it, right? That you're living your life and you're moving forward instead of falling backward. So yeah, anytime we have a win, it's a win for everyone. It's a win-win, as I like to say. And we have people coming in. Erica, good morning. And Christina, there you are. Good morning, sweet one. And Auntie Jean, you're going to the workshop. I know you are. And I think we're just absolutely going to be blown away, blessed by our Sharon Ria this morning. Well, afternoon for those of you on the East Coast. Christina, you're celebrating a promotion with a fun dinner and hopefully a theater show if we can get tickets. Well, I hope that you can. And congratulations. Whatever you're celebrating, awesome. So just what I was saying. If you have a win, we have a win. So we celebrate with you. And Kathy, it's your motto, never give up. Yeah, persevere, and when we keep on moving forward, even if it's an inch, even if it doesn't feel like we're making much progress at all, you're making progress. And that's the thing, when you can wrap your brain around the fact that you're not going backwards, right? You're going to keep on keeping on, and then just allow the energy of it. Blue, you've been thinking about Erica this week. Oh, we miss our Erica when she's not with us, but I know she works during the weekdays and can't be on here. But I hope I get to see you later, Erica. I hope I'm going to experience you in that class today. And Kathy says, the rainy, cold weather has made me a little down today. I know I need to do chores, cleaning, but I really just feel like curling up on the couch with Scooby. Well, you have options. You have choices. And so honor your body. If you want to lay there for a bit, lay there. We always have to honor our body. There are days when I have a lot to do and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just need that moment. So give that to yourself. Present yourself with that gift and allow yourself to just be today. Erica, I keep freezing. Am I freezing for everyone? Because it doesn't show it on my end as being frozen, or the internet doesn't tell me that it's unstable. So I hope you all are hearing this okay. Just let me know if there's an issue. Yes, I'm freezing. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not, no freezing on Jean Lorio's part. I don't know. Seems fine to Kathy. So I don't know. Technology is not my friend right now. I'm trying to be friends with it. I'm trying to pour love into it and say thank you. Thank you for what this experience is all about. We live in this time, such a time as this, when we really have so much available to us. Sally said the words loop from time to time. Well, I am a little loopy, Sally. But everything's good. Thank you, Ricky. And yeah, I don't know. I can't explain it. I know nothing, as Schultz would say. All right. So that's my day. I'm going to do the workshop with Sharon and just keep on keeping on, plugging toward this sold out retreat that we're doing here in Sedona. I am so excited, you guys. This is going to be so beautiful. We have people coming from all over the country. And 3 weeks ago, I was like, oh my gosh, okay, we're going to have a good turnout, but we're not going to be full. And yesterday, we filled it up to capacity. We can still have locals come in if there's anybody local in the area, but there's no more room at the inn. So it's a beautiful thing that we're going to have a house full of people enjoying each other and doing this eclipse retreat. I'm so excited. When the name came to me, the angel said what to call it, which is an eclipse. An eclipse means that there's a dark time, that the sun is covered or the moon's covered, depending if it's a lunar or solar eclipse. And then there's the light. And so our eclipse retreat is working on the shadows, working on that inner child, working on the things that we hide, and then coming out. And it's all going to be about experiences, really experiencing things in a beautiful way together and growing together. And I'm very excited about it. Blue says, Teri, you just got loves from Gruff. I am very warm with this blanket of many furry babies and back to sleep for me. Oh, sweetheart, I know you've had a rough week. And give us an update, if you would, before you go to sleep. I know our Mary Jane had her surgery yesterday. So just let us know how she's doing, unless you're already gone and you can't hear me. And Suzanne, it is exciting. And I wish that all of you could be there. I know many of you are coming in from the East Coast, and I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Okay, so the tiny book of angel messages. Who wants to pick a number this morning? We have anybody with anything special going on? We can celebrate and have you pick that number. Suzanne, awesome. Suzanne wants number 65. Let's see what we got on page 65. We have 4 messages. And does somebody want to tell us which message to pull or to read? Sorry, I'm not doing cards. I'm doing the book, which can be used like oracle cards. Number 3. Okay. Dear one, the mountain does not change, but you certainly do. Just put one foot in front of the other and keep yourself balanced. Love will do the rest. And doesn't that go right along with Kuan Yin? Love makes all things possible. I love that. I see a 2, 3, and a 4. You didn't want number 1? What's wrong with number 1? I think I'll read number 1. To have peace, then calm your energy. Relax and focus on that which is peaceful. There is no need for you to get upset. It will not change a thing. Neither will worry or anxiety. It doesn't change anything, does it? If you're worried about something, does that change that situation? It just makes it harder for you. It just means that you're in this state of being that can't flow, because that's what worry does. Worry cuts off the energy flow. Anxiety puts you in a spin. So, yeah, if you want the peace, if you want to be able to move forward, then focus on that which is peaceful. I'm working on a teaching right now by Neville Goddard. He's been really mentoring me this past almost a year now since I found him. And the teaching is called Revision. And so I think this message flows right in with that. So if you're feeling yourself anxious or worried, there's a situation that's there, or just anything that's happened in your life, you can go back and just see it different, look at it different, experience it different in your mind. The mind doesn't know that you're not really doing it that way. So this law, I guess I don't know if he calls it a law of revision, but it's called revision. And he suggests that we do this every night. Every night before we go to sleep, just go back over the day. And if something happened during that day that you weren't real crazy about, something that maybe it pushed a button or it turned out not so pleasant for you, go back over that day and see that thing different. See what happened in a different way and say, oh, Instead of the coworker giving you a hard time about something, watch that coworker come up and tell you how great a job you did and thank you, and express something in a positive way to you. So you're changing the energy is what you're doing. And it works because your energy calms down and you're now in a positive vibration instead of a negative one. And this has been so miraculous to experience this as I've been working with it over the last couple of weeks. All right, let's see what we got going on. Oh, Auntie Jean, might as well just read all the page. No, I read 2 of them today. But you've got the book. You can read the other 2. I might read that last one because I think that's one that we really need to hear as well. And Stacy Lynn Gary, you came in. Let me see where you are. There you are. Anxiety and worry are horrible. Working on moving beyond that. Well, let's give it a different name. Let's love on it. Let's love on all of our energy, even if it's energy that's not pleasant. When we resist it, it's going to just get worse because we're focused on it. But if we say, thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you that I'm learning from you and I'm experiencing this in a way that I know is my sandpaper. I know it's going to smooth out some rough edges for me. So we can do that. We can look at it with a different perspective and say, oh, okay, I know what that feels like. It doesn't work, right? Just like touching the hot stove. I know what that anxiety does, and I'm not ready for that, for more of that. So I'm going to pivot away from the anxiety. I'm going to pivot away from that worry, and I'm going to go into a state of gratitude, and I'm going to allow a different experience to show up for me. Kathy, you got a thunderstorm going on. I love thunderstorms. If I'm inside, I don't like them so much when I'm on a motorcycle, but if I'm inside watching them, I love thunderstorms. And good afternoon, Pat Moss. Thank you for being here. And Sally, you got to share something with us. Okay, let me see what you're sharing. Oh boy, it's a long one. Let's see if my voice will hold up for that. Oh, you're welcome, Stacy. All right, so there's some clearing going on. I don't know if it's what you're sharing or what's happening, but all of a sudden my throat just clogged up. Okay, Sally. Yesterday I asked for a sign because we were going through some things and we were getting ready to pay a loan off, and we wanted to know if we should go ahead and pay it off early. And I asked for a big sign. And yesterday while at work, I was in light and the sign fell down. So we took that as a sign. Well, just now while listening to you talk to Sherry, a little message dropped in from Abraham Hicks, and it said, you asked for a sign. You can't make this up. We can't make up these really mind-boggling things that happen, that we have no control over. And yeah, anytime we ask to be shown something, it'll show up. They are wonderful at that, of letting us see things. And I used to every day just bug God all the time. Can I have a sign? Can you show me something? And he always would. But then he started showing me things, she started showing me things without me asking. And so I got into a place of just expecting, okay, if this is right for me, then I'll be shown. It'll come. So thank you for sharing that. And Stacy says, that's great perspective. Never looked at it that way before. Yeah. When we change the way we look at things, then it changes for us. Everything changes. And we're always in a state of change. We're not the same person we were even yesterday. So why do we think that what happened yesterday is going to feel the same today? Right? And it's all happening anyway. It hasn't passed. It's still there. It's just we now look at it with different eyes. And Suzanne, when I get really anxious, I remind myself to let it go and have faith. All right, so I think I will read this last message on the page. We still have one that's unread, I think. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should just read them all. Anyway, this one says, the more you learn from each other, the faster you will evolve into a new way of thinking and processing information. You are moving. Where are you moving to? I can't turn the page. You are moving to a realm where communication will look very different to you. I think we're moving to a realm where we don't even need words, that we're just going to have a knowingness, and we can pick up on thoughts, we can pick up on the vibration, and the words sometimes, words have different meaning to different people. So sometimes even when we say a word like love, that means different things to people. And we've all had our own unique experiences with love. So when I say I love you, it might mean something to me, but to you, hearing those words might trigger something, or it might be an experience you've had where you've been lied to or manipulated, and so that doesn't sound so good to you. So there's a lot surrounding using words that sometimes we're not even aware of, that word can mean something that's not so pleasant to somebody, but is a good thing to somebody else. So I think we are moving to that higher realm where we won't even need those words. And Kathy, your words of wisdom about worrying and the thunder have kind of perked me up a little. I need to just stay in the present. It's only Saturday morning, and I already find myself overthinking about returning to work on Monday. It's what we do, Kathy. And if we catch ourselves, what you're doing right now, then we can make that correction. Live in the moment. Who knows what will happen tomorrow? Who knows if there will be a Monday? We don't have any guarantee. There's no guarantees of this thing called life. And boy, don't we see that when one of our loved ones decides they're done and I'm out of here, and all of a sudden we don't have that person in our life. So live in the moment. You have this moment right here, right now, this present moment. What are you going to do with it? And that's what I ask myself every day. What am I going to do with this day? What am I going to do with this hour? What am I going to do? What am I doing right now? And like our Karen Palmer teaches us to wait. What am I thinking? So you can do that. You can apply that word, Kathy, and all of us, that if we get caught up in the worry and the anxiety, just hit that pause button. What am I thinking? And just look at it. Look at it with a different perspective. And Sally says, I use magic words and quantum rings to stop worry and stress as soon as I recognize it. That's exactly what that is. And we all have the opportunity to do that, to just hit the pause button. And what am I thinking? Right? Okay. Auntie Jean says, Sally, that is what I tell the Creator. Sally, make it a sign like a house falling on me, because if you're subtle, I might not get it. And he or she knows me, so I get the house. My alarm keeps going off, telling me it's time to get up. I am up. But it's reminding me that I'm supposed to be doing something. So it is our prayer time. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your love. I'm sorry that my big surprise was such a bust and you weren't able to hear the words or the song to the pictures, but I loved putting it together. And I thought, what a great surprise I'm going to give everybody this morning. Well, surprise is on me because you couldn't hear it. Anyway, it's time for the prayers. So if you have something going on, let's remember Mary Jane from Vermont, who had surgery yesterday, and now it's time to pray for her healing and her recovery from that. Okay, any other prayer requests that you have, please put them in to the comments. I haven't had any word about my sister, so I'm just going to think positive. No news is good news, right? So I'm just going to think positive there, and I'll let you all know if there's any change to that. Sally, find a word to represent releasing the negative emotions that are trying to take over and replace the energy with beautiful magic words like love. Yeah, there's something called switch words that I've known about for about a decade now, and I use that sometimes and just let that word take me to a different vibration. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Thank you for appreciating the effort. Yeah, I don't know why the sound didn't come through. I shared the screen, but anyway. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. And Stacy, I pray for our volatile world. And as always, I pray for my children. Yeah. The children are our future. And if we can just keep sharing with them about love, share with them what meditation is, share with them what real peace looks like, and have them start thinking about what peace is. That's my goal, is to teach our young ones how to be calm and peaceful and think along the lines of a solution that will work for everyone instead of always having to compete and be in battle. Yeah, I thought about that, Sally, when you were explaining it. That's what I do with switch words, because it's just so easy. You don't have to think about it once you know the words. You just do it. Ricky, please pray for me. My body needs a healing. Everything is a struggle right now. Oh, Ricky, let's turn those words around. Everything is working perfectly. And even though the physical evidence is showing you a struggle, love on it, just like you would do with anxiety and worry. Just pour love into it. As Kuan Yin says, love is the energy that heals. So we will lift you up for that, Ricky, and we will lift you up for that physical being of yours to be strong and healthy. And let's see. Kathy said the sound was there only when you were in the corner of the screen. Oh, well, maybe that's the key then. I have to stay on the screen. I can do that. Maybe I'll try that. Auntie Jean is asking, are Billy, Gary, and Sheila staying with Loretta this time? No, they don't have room for anyone to stay with them. Their children are close by. They're girls. And yeah, we're all just loving her from where we are. Christina says, I acknowledge the feelings, analyze if there is actually anything I can do in that moment. If not, is there something else I can do to improve something else for the moment? Yeah, that's it. It's reaching for that better feeling thought, right? That's what Abraham teaches us. Reach for a better feeling thought and move up that rung of the ladder just a little bit at a time. We can't go from depression to exhilaration, but we can move from that worry and that anxiety into a neutral state. That's an easy rung to move up. So, yeah, there's so many tools, you guys. So much we can learn from each other. And from Picasso. If you didn't read the blog yet, go read what Pablo Picasso says to us. All right, so let's go to our hearts. Let's go together into that place where we know we're loved, where we know that there is only love and light, and there's so much joy that's available to us if we choose to reach for that thought and express it and carry it forward from the moment. So take a breath in. Feel how's it look inside of there when you take that breath in? How's your heart? Is it heavy? Is there a lot going on that's stressful? Breathe out and release some of that stress. Just let it go. So you can breathe in again. Take another breath and just say, I am loved, because you are. That's a truthful statement. I am loved. We are all so loved by our Creator, by the universe, Divine Mother, all the angels, the spirit guides. We are loved. And as love heals us, let's expand that thought in our heart of being so loved that we're just immersed in it. Exhale out anything else. Let go of that worry. Let go of that need to control. Let go of anything that's upsetting your apple cart, whatever it might be. And then breathe in the love again. Keep breathing it in. Let every breath be a prayer to call in love, be an opportunity to stand in the light. And let every out breath be an opportunity to release, to shift the energy. So breathe in love. Breathe out anything unlike love that you are releasing to be transmuted into positive energy. And now let's shift it to breathe in love. And let's share the love that we breathed in. So as you hold it in your heart, shining that light throughout your whole body, your whole experience, now send that love forward. And we send it to all the prayer requests, everyone we're lifting up, shining love and light out into our world, creating a ripple effect of what looks really good and positive, and see that going forward as a wave, just like a wave from the ocean that rises up higher and higher and then comes forward gently onto the shore. Keep doing that. Breathe in love, breathe in peace, breathe in calm, and then share it with the world, sending it out to everything that has energy on our planet. All of nature getting ready to experience a beautiful springtime. The waterways, the mountains, the rocks, the valleys, and to every being on our planet, whether that's human or animal, just send love. And then we send love to each other. What a beautiful family that gathered this morning. And we have beautiful words to say to each other, don't we? So on the count of 3, 2, 1, here we go. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful family that has been together now over 3 years. What a thought, right? To think of us being together for 3 whole years, coming together virtually every day to love on each other. And Kathy, you're closing your eyes and picturing us all along a warm beach, watching the waves reaching the shore, only love and light. And I'm going to be in that ocean energy next week. I'm coming into Florida. I'm going in for a celebration of 50 years of the hospital doing kidney transplants where I had mine. And mine was 48 years ago. So they're going to honor that as their biggest miracle that happened at their hospital. And so I'm going to be there, and some of you are going to come with me. I hope. I've heard anyway. I think there's some that have changed their minds because of activities that have come up. But what a beautiful, beautiful experience to just celebrate life, celebrate a second chance at life. So yeah, I'll be right there where the ocean is and the beach. And I'm hoping to walk along the beach while I'm there and have some sand under my feet. Leo, I hope to see you when I come in next week. I'll be getting in on Thursday and spending a few days with some of my Florida peeps. All right, so let's get out of here with our Leo. I got to go find him. Let me do that now. And we're going to let Leo get us into a dancing mood and take us where we need to be with our vibration. Or maybe. Oops, it started without us. Okay, so let's see. Share the screen. I hope you all can hear. Oh, there it is. I didn't have a button push. That's why you couldn't hear the other one. I had to share the sound. Okay, so hopefully you'll get to hear Leo then.
Earthlings, it's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One of the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. T-Remy, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Waiting on the guys, the angels and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot, and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. Full of love, take a spot and get the day started. Running cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. There really is no secret. We simply accept, align, allow. Morning cup full of joy, every day. To start the day on the high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy, every day. To start the day on the high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Cup of joy, cup full of joy.
Woo! Thank you, Leo. If you want, I'll play the song again now that I know what I did wrong. So if you want to stick around for a minute, I'll put it on and let you all see the creative moment that I had last night. So if you want to stay with us, I'm going to play that video that I put together for us. Here we go. With the music. So you're in a hurry. Okay, I don't know if it played or not, but thank you all for being here. Thank you for your love. And I'll leave you with stay in your heart and stay blessed. I love you so much. Namaste.